Feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no, hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no, keep running. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth, maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no, hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no, keep running.
Every little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling, falling for you. For you, for you. 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 pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you while you take a skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my nights restless. Baby girl, you were my best friend, best friend. Little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Could you shut me down and there's no witness? Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you were the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born to sing, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you.
What does it mean to be happy? Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on the show. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. Oh, you know I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. To drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside.
Alright, welcome in everybody. Steph isn't here yet, not sure she is, so we're probably gonna play some other games while we wait for her to show up. Let's see, how's my VTuber? Leaning forward a little bit as usual. Let's see if we can fix that. Actually, hang on, let me adjust myself in my chair. Like this. There we go. Alright, so what shall we play while we wait for her? Should we do Pixel Cross Stitch? Nanograms? Proverbs? Maybe I'll wait for Proverbs because I think Jubilee likes Proverbs. Yeah, let's do Pixel Cross Stitch. Let me set the category. Pixel Cross Stitch. And I guess we'll stop the music. Make sure Discord is visible so I can see when she calls me. I guess we'll just go through them. Why? It seems like my VTuber's leaning forward again. Hang on a second. What the heck? There we go. Alright, let's see now. Oops. I covered that K by mistake. And that B. Looks kind of like a clown face at this point. The shape. It's my what's it called? Pareidolia? Pareidolia? The thing where you see faces and things. Because this, you see, like here are the eyes, or maybe there's an eyebrow, this is eye, maybe there's a nose, and there's a big smile, here's a bow tie, and here's the hair. There. Okay, give me some K. Listen to those drums come in. Oh wait, I think she's calling. Hello?
Hello.
How are you doing, Steph? There's a
I
long
hate Discord.
pause. Okay.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Let's see.
Just
Share
15 minutes
screen.
of trying to log in every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Are you
How
able
are
to
you?
see my screen? I'm okay.
Am I able to see your screen?
Yeah. Are
Dang
you?
it. Where did it go?
They changed it, obviously. Why would they ever keep their UI consistent?
Okay. There it is.
You're able to see my screen?
Yes. There's a bunch of E's.
Yeah, we're cross-stitching apparently.
Oh. Oh, I see. Like, it's like a paint by numbers.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't. Do you know how to cross-stitch?
I do.
How do you cross-stitch?
You just make a little X with the thread.
In what?
A piece of mesh that is
That has letters on them?
the canvas. No, often when you buy a cross stitch, the mesh itself is colored if you're following a pattern. Otherwise, you make your own pattern.
And
You
then
can,
you get like some yarn or
color
something like
it.
that, and you
yes,
just you stick it
embroidery
in
floss.
there,
Yes, and you make a little X.
and then you're doing like you're coloring pixels basically.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like this game.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense because I think that's what they were going for.
That does make sense.
All right. Well, I was only playing this because I was waiting for you to get here, so I don't actually want to play this.
But how are you going to know what it turns into?
It's a bra probably.
What?
It's probably this alien thing.
What? Why did you say... What?
It's a meme, but I thought you knew of it, but I guess you don't know the meme.
Oh, I don't.
Ghibli and I played on a nonogram game. Do you know what nanograms are?
Okay. Yes.
Called Murder by Numbers. And it's like there's a murder, right? Like you saw there's a dead corpse or something there, right? And,
Yep.
and then you're like, oh, I found a clue. And then you say, well, what's the clue? And then you solve the nonogram to find out what it is, right?
All right.
And then so we're doing the nonogram, and Julie's like, it's a bra, and it was a glove. It was like, and so now we make fun of her every time, so that anytime we do any game, like any puzzle game, nonogram or cross stitch or whatever, we're like, it's a bra.
Gotcha.
See, this is a bow tie, as you can clearly see. All right, let's do a little bit of just chatting, and then we can move on to the actual game. I guess I'll set the category to just chatting real quick. How was your week?
It's okay. How was your week?
Okay, look at this hockey thing.
And he's able to reach back after initially getting enough of it. And
It's pretty good.
Aerial view.
Usually arms don't work that way, but
Oh.
yeah.
yeah.
The other thing I don't understand, were you aware of this shot before this clip?
Yeah.
I heard so I don't know if that's a yeah or a nah. I didn't hear the first syllable.
Oh, no.
No, okay. So if you were, maybe you could have explained to me what's happened, but if you don't, I guess all you know is what I know, which is like, what's going? Oh, I see now. It's hovering straight. It's going up and then falling back down.
Correct.
Because I was about to say, when you look at the arrow view, like you see this, and you say, so what's that? It's just hovering in the air because it's like and not moving. Like what? And then, but from now that I rewatched this view, I can see it's going up and then down.
Initially getting enough of it, and backhand this save. Unbelievable. Off the pad, and then
Here's some lore for our viewers. Steph likes hockey.
True.
I got this one's unlabeled, so I don't know what it's gonna be. So let's find out together, I guess. Sometimes I say it on a label, I'm like, I label this
Fun
one
fact,
hockey.
everyone is
Yeah.
struggling with how expensive things are, even the Tooth Fairy, as Tooth Fairy payouts have fallen for the second year in a row. Over the last 27 years, Delta Dental has been tracking Tooth Fairy payouts, and historically, the value of a tooth has tracked the S&P 500, peaking out at around $6 a tooth in 2023. But the value of a tooth dropped in 2024 for the first time since they began collecting data, even as the S&P 500 continued to rise, giving us another example of how the financial markets are not reflecting how mythical creatures feel about their money. A child's first tooth is generally the most valuable, but parents are reporting even the value of a first tooth has dropped by almost $1.
Isn't that nuts? Why?
It looked just like a random fluctuation, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think where's the graph?
Dollars a tooth in 2023.
We had it a second for that.
And historically, the value of a tooth has tracked.
There, pause. I've like, is the purple and the green scaled on the same axis? Well, here,
think
like,
so.
green is the tooth, the value of one tooth, right? Which is like quote unquote objective, like.
Right.
But I don't. When they say where they set purple, I think is arbitrary. Like what a lot of financial sites do is they say, if you had invested $1 on, and then you pick some starting date, right? Then this is what would happen to it. But it's not like one share of the S&P cost $1 in, whatever this date is.
Oh no, I think the S&P numbers are on the other side.
Oh, so it's not even the same axis. Okay.
It's not even the
So
same
yeah,
axis.
they could have scaled it anyway to create any narrative they wanted, I guess, right? Like they could have said, oh, look,
Yeah.
here's the first time it crossed by just
Yeah.
arranging the scale around so that, or whatever.
Right.
Or here maybe would be easier. This one might be tough because I'm looking at this versus like this hump. But here it'd be easy to say, like, look, for the first time, S&P cross or exceeded Tooth Fairy payouts.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is labeled cottage cheese.
I've realized that cottage cheese is not actually a cheese. It's just a curd to me.
You don't like that one? I thought you like it. It's a little medieval mouse wearing chainmail.
I've realized that
See?
cottage cheese is not actually a cheese.
And-
It's just a curd to me.
And
I think
the substance of the pun
I was
itself
all
is strong.
excited. Yeah, but the problem is I got excited to learn what cottage cheese actually is.
It's a curd
then it was like,
to
oh,
me.
Yeah.
Do you know the game Settlers of Catan?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to play it?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you need to know how to play it for this
Okay.
one.
Not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
Oh.
cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards.
Oh.
So for people, like, Circus Down is a game where you do negotiation a bit. And you do some bluffing. It's like, you might... People will propose trades like, oh, I'll give you 2 wool for 1 metal or something, or 1 iron. And then someone will say, oh, I'll give you a better deal. I'll give you 3 wool. But they don't actually have 3 wool. Like, you can lie about what cards you have, basically. And that's half of... The other half is the political part, which hopefully is widespread enough that I don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
What is this one? This one's unlabeled. I feel like maybe we already seen this one because this is like going back a bit. But I would have deleted, I guess, if I had seen it. If we had seen it.
Mayonnaise has 3 N's. Do tell. Certainly. Here's the breakdown. M-A-Y-O-N.
This is ChatGPT, I guess.
A-I-S-E. 1. The first N. After O. 2.
Okay.
The second N. After the first.
So far, so good.
3. The third N. You just know it's there. 3 N's. It's undeniable.
Can you send that to me, please?
I thought, Steph, you hate TikTok.
I need it for my presentation about AI.
Alright, here you go. I sent on Discord.
That is amazing. Thank you. It's like you could feel it just being like, oh no! It's like one of your jokes.
What do you mean one of my jokes?
You just feel that it just...
You can just
Like, oh
feel
no,
that
it's
it's
not
there.
going
It's undeniable. This one's unlabeled, so I don't know what it's going to be.
Oh.
Hey, girly pops, grab a book
Oh,
and check
yeah.
out the Redmond Library Glow Up. How skibidi is that? With private booths where you and your bestie can yap to the max, our co-working space is the perfect place to spill the tea. It's giving collaboration. Our new teen area ate and left no crumbs. Our floating staircase hits different. Max aura. Peep John Grotti's sculpture for our new space. We let him cook and he delivered. Slay Queen. Need to touch grass after a Menti bee? Grab some sunshine on our civic patio. Very mindful, very demure. No thoughts, just vibes. These rocks have serious main character energy. Slay, slay, slay. So, Julia, you just don't understand the generation like I do.
What is a Menti bee?
I don't know. I don't know most of what he said. What's this one? It says something about cats. So maybe it involves cats.
Right.
Hey, Bit, welcome in. Congrats on first. Oh, AI. Yeah. You give it a picture of you give it a picture of that, and then it makes it walk, right?
Right.
Like a fashion show.
It's good. It's good. Perfect. Excellent.
8-Bit says, hi Nobu, hi Steph. Hey 8-Bit, how's it going?
Oh my god, I'm still wiping away tears from the mayonnaise thing.
This one is also unlabeled. Let's see. I can't believe these are all TikToks. I thought I had some non-TikTok stuff in here, but apparently everything recent is TikTok. Oh.
Hi everyone, I'm Iluma. Wow, Doka currency. I love you, many. No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Chinese Elon Musk, and there's a Chinese Donald Trump also, who's I feel the Donald Trump one is a little bit more coherent. Like it's easier to understand what's going on. But yes, these guys.
Fascinating.
This is Robux Cube? This must be Rubik's Cube. Surely it was a typo. Let's see. And then maybe this is the last one, then we'll play a game. Oh yeah, okay. So he's like shuffling it, is what he's doing, right? He throws it so that he can't see how he's holding it. And now it's shuffled in a way that he doesn't know. And then he memorizes the pattern, I guess. And I guess we can't see his eyes, but I guess the idea is he's not looking at the cube. He's doing it blind.
Right. And he's actually going to make it look like the other one?
Yeah. He's pausing because he's thinking, right? He's like, how, what was it again? And
Right. Looks like he uses his fingers as a mnemonic device.
Yeah. Is that common? Like there's a stereotype, right?
Wow.
Of like, I guess his eyes are still closed, and I guess he's gonna solve it now.
Sure.
Of autistic savants, for example, like finger fluttering while they tell you how many toothpicks were on the floor or whatever, right?
Oh, I didn't think he was doing oral overflow. I thought he was like it literally looked like he was using them like they do the abacus math in China.
Okay, yeah.
You're talking about?
I know about abacuses. I don't know like what the mnemonics are or what the tricks are. Like I've seen
So
people
they
use
do
abacus.
right, but they do it without actually using an abacus.
Oh, no, I'm not aware of
The
that.
kids, right? And it looks like they're stimming, but they're not. Let me see if I can find a um
Well, there's like I don't know if this is comparable to what you're talking about, but I'm aware in like North American culture, you can see sometimes you ask not a genius, just like maybe I don't know a one standard deviation above the mean that type of guy, like a 115 IQ guy, or person, doesn't have to be a man. You ask them like to calculate them, and you'll see they'll close their eyes, they'll tilt their head back, they're looking at the sky but with their eyes closed, and then they're using their thumb to tap on their fingers, on their fingertips, and they're using that like as a scratch pad to hold, like when you say carry the two, so they're tapping a finger saying this is two, and then that type of thing, right? Is that like analogous to what you're talking about for what the Chinese kids are doing?
maybe. Let's see.
8-Bit says, have you ever stared at something in the shower or anywhere or meditated in the shower? Might sound weird, but I have been meditating in the shower, something about the water hitting me either before or after shower, and being in that state where you close your eyes and breathe in and out for 15 to 30 minutes. It does help me a lot. I knows for my anxiety. I have not done that. And more generally, I don't know that I can meditate, or like I don't know if it's part of my Alexa time yet, but like when I try to follow instructions or guides for how to meditate, I don't like feel anything, and I'm like, am I supposed to be feeling something? So I don't know that I ever meditate. Like I don't know if what I'm feeling is yeah, that's meditating, that you're doing it, or no, you're not doing it, right? I can't tell if I'm doing it or not.
But the experience of letting your mind go blank in the shower and feeling like you are having a relaxing or profound experience is so common that there's like Reddits called like shower thoughts.
Yes.
And so it's quite common most of the time. So what happens when you do routine activities is this area of this network in your brain called the default mode network, which is a region of brain hubs, is active. It's active. It becomes inactive when you're doing purposeful thinking or purposeful action. It's sort of a yin and yang, like you have sort of a thinking and a doing network in your brain, roughly. The thinking part that I'm talking about, this default mode, is not purposeful thinking, though. It's like daydreaming, mind wandering. You might notice that you remember things or you associate things. It turns on when you're being creative. And that's the part of the brain that turns on whenever you're doing sort of these passive activities that don't take a lot of your mind, that are relaxing. So people used to stare into a fire or look at the scenery or watch clouds pass or things like that. Nowadays, we don't do nearly as much of that activity because we all carry around a tiny entertainment device in our pockets. And so we don't spend a lot of time doing these passive absorption activities. But we all do still do it.
So we can share them with Steph on Thursday.
Exactly.
Our
We
favorite
do
ones.
all still tend to do it in the shower. So a lot of people notice that they experience this in the shower. So this particular kid is what I was going to show you. Like he'll look like he's stimming if you show this video, but he's not stimming. This is finger abacus math, and he's going to set a insane competition for adding 300 four-digit numbers together.
But is this like common? What he's doing?
In India and China, yes.
Shakar, thank you for the 17-month sub. That's amazing. 17 months already. That's crazy. Because to me, I've never seen anyone other than this guy do it, right? So I thought this is an idiosyncratic mnemonic technique to him, like.
It is not. So what he's doing with his fingers is moves you would do on an abacus, and then he just
They don't look
reads
like
his
moves
fingers.
you would do on an abacus.
Right, but like they learn this stuff called finger abacus, which is like,
Like
I
it
don't
looks
know
like
if it's exactly
it does to me look like flapping, right? Like he's just moving his
does
hand
look
in a
like it, but it's
rotation,
not.
like and not
Right,
as opposed to like a different move for every digit or something like that, right? Like it's one continuous move that he's doing. It seems like.
right, but with abacuses, you really only have it's sort of binary, right? So he's doing
No, isn't there
the one
like
hand and the other hand.
there's like 5 beads per line and there's like 10 or 20 lines or something like that?
You can watch other videos. It's called finger abacus, and you'll see the kids doing the same thing. Because they're not doing it quite as fast, they don't look like they're doing it doesn't always look like stimming. This kid, it looks like stimming, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, is this stimming?" But it's
It's just the
not.
same kid.
Possibly.
All right, you ready to do some mind math for me?
If it is, he's much younger, I guess.
Should I call the numbers out slow or fast?
Fast.
Slow.
Dang it.
All right, we'll go fast. That sounds good.
What an asshole dad. It's like, what the heck?
Plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus
Wait, he's not doing any finger stuff. What the
plus
heck?
12.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. You need to.
Finger map?
You
This
can
one?
see they show the hand movements.
4, 3,
This is
minus 6, 2,
this is not helpful.
5.
Did you put in finger abacus?
Yeah, look, up the top you see finger abacus.
It's too small for me to see.
Okay, well it says finger abacus up here. And this is what I said, like I've never seen anyone other than that guy do it, and that's why I said like I thought it's idiosyncratic to him.
Our pencil like this, and thumb is used for addition of lower part, and index finger is used for subtraction for lower part, and middle finger is used for addition, subtraction both of upper part.
I don't think she's gonna explain either what the heck's going on.
But like you can see, right, that same holding out of the just 3 fingers that he's really using.
But I don't see him move the fingers. I think he's just flapping them. Like he doesn't raise or lower a finger, which is why I don't.
You don't need to.
Okay. I thought you would do something like this, where you're raising and lowering a finger. Like if he did or if someone did a gesture like this, I'd be like, okay, the position of the finger is significant because it's changing over time as they do the calculations. But I wasn't observing that in that guy, so that's why I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, I guess we'll do deeper research later on because I'm not able to find the relevant stuff in the surface level research.
It's probably hard to see how he's doing it because he's adding 4-digit numbers and he's adding 300 of them, but
David says Nebu has the muscle memory and brain memory for something like Rubik's Cube. Have you ever tried it? Just wondering, it's a lot of memorization as well, or I guess I have done Rubik's Cube, and for a while I did know how to solve it because I memorized the algorithm, but I've since forgotten, so today I would not be able to solve it, but there was, I don't know, a span of a couple months where I could solve Rubik's Cubes. For muscle memory specifically, I have experienced muscle memory, but not with Rubik's Cubes, only in other contexts. I had a pretty trippy one of muscle memory experience, which is like I play a lot of DDR, right? Dance Dance Revolution, or at least I used to. And I had this experience of I'm playing a song, like it's, a song I played, 100, 1,000 times before, whatever. I'm playing the song and I'm seeing the arrows go up just on the off chance that people don't know what DDR is. Let me show you a very quick illustration or clip or something. Dance Dance Revolution. It's a game where you got the arrows scrolling on the screen and then there's 4 buttons on a physical pad on the floor, and then you're stepping on the pad. Like when it shows an up arrow, you step on the up arrow. When it shows a left arrow, you step on the left arrow, and so on, like what these kids are doing. See, like you see the arrows on the screen there, and then you step on it. So I'm playing the song, and my conscious mind is like, okay, so it's up left up, right? So let's do up left up. But then I sort of trip or something. Like my body isn't doing that. It's doing like up, right, up or something like that, right? Like my body did the wrong thing. It did up, right, up. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose my comma. I'm going to lose points, right? But I didn't. My body did the right thing. Like the song was up, right, up, and my consciousness was wrong. Like the score kept going. And so I was like, oh, shit. And so that was a weird experience for me, right? Like, but that's an example of muscle memory, I guess. I've heard, I don't drive, but I've heard people who drive sometimes have the experience of like zoning out and then finding out they arrived at their destination, like usually at home, for example, as another form of muscle memory.
Yeah, it doesn't involve your muscles at all, but yes.
Okay, what was it called? Contraptions. Let me search the category. The game we're playing today is called Contraptions, and that's why the title of the stream, Contraptions 2. The title of the stream is Let's Build a Rube Goldberg Machine. The Harmony Bot, the fact of the day that Harmony Bot gave us is that today in 1899, with the creation of the paperclip was patented. Talk about a twist in office supplies. Who knew something so simple could lead to such complicated contraptions? Harmony Bot.
Did the person who invented the paperclip become rich?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't.
I don't know, yeah. We can ask Harmony Bot, I guess. I instructed Harmony Bot at the start of every stream to find a historical fact about like something that happened on this day and then tie it to the game that we're playing somehow. And so that's what it came up with. Who invented the paper clip and did they become rich from the patent? The paperclip was invented by Johann Weyler in 1899, but the design wasn't commercially successful. In fact, Weyler didn't make much money from it, as other similar designs existed before his patent. It's a quirky piece of history that shows not all inventions lead to riches. So there you go. How do I... What the heck is Proto-Orbis?
He was a strange looking dude, Johann Weyler.
Filter linear display full screen. I guess full screen. Look at this menu. VSync. And then try harder to VSync.
Amazing.
Play game. 1. Drag. Eliminate. Start. Should I just click start?
Sure.
Well, that didn't work. Drag. Start. We gotta start.
You did it!
Click, then flip. Oh, because it's gonna... The machine powers it the wrong way, I guess. That's the idea. Now the conveyor belt's going this way. Okay, I guess that was tutorial. Now we're on our own. What is this? We have to eliminate the aliens, I guess? What is this thing? Like a fireworks
It's
spinner?
a rocket. Yeah.
So nothing's moving. There's an explosive barrel. Belt? Should we belt some of these things together? Wait, how
Sure.
do I belt? Oh. I'm just gonna belt everything together, I don't know. Oh, can I not? No, I don't want to go that way, I want to go the other way. Belt this way? Oops. And then belt maybe onto this guy? What's gonna happen? Oh, we got rid of this guy, I guess. But we didn't... I don't know where I'm supposed to put the lighter to... I'm guessing we set them on fire and that kills them?
Yeah.
But where do I place it so that it kills them? Maybe like this? No, that doesn't actually kill them.
Oh, interesting.
So what do, wait,
Okay, maybe you have to set the lighter to light the rockets?
Well, the rockets, they, like, because I tied this to this, it just starts spinning and the guy just dies, I guess.
Yeah, but I think you use the rockets to kill the other ones.
Oh, you mean like the rocket would detach from the wheel? What I see what's happening is the rockets are ignited or something like that, and but they're attached to the wheel, so they spin in this way, right? Because the rockets are ignited right now.
Okay, then you figure out what.
Well, I'm trying to understand what your proposal. Like, you want me to just place on this ledge here, or what?
I don't know.
How about I place it like on top of them and it falls on their heads? It doesn't really seem to do anything.
Do they have to get under the anvil, maybe?
If so, I would have this spin the other way, I guess. No, not this way. Wait, what? I can't have it.
It only points one way, right?
Well, I thought depending on which way you tie the belt, it's gonna go a different way. Like if you tie the belt this way, it should go the opposite way. And if you tie the belt the other way, I guess not. No.
Yeah, but you can see the little arrows. It says
yeah,
it doesn't.
and that's why I'm confused. No, detached. Gosh, this belt. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Just do this, and then can we flip this? No. I really don't understand how to make this convert goes the other way now. Because now it's because this thing is spinning counterclockwise, right? Because of the way the arrows are pointing.
Hook that one to the other end.
Wait, now it's not spinning at all. Huh?
Okay, that's fine. Then get it to.
Wait, why does it not spin at all now?
Afterwards. Well, just let it run and then.
Well, somehow we made it work.
Okay.
I feel like that's a bug. I don't think that was supposed to. Like I think this is the intended solution, but I think it's a bug that it started spinning without us using a lighter. Then.
Okay.
What is going on here? Play. So maybe these guns zap? Rope? Oh, maybe by attaching a rope to the buckets, like if we make the buckets fall, it pulls a trigger, you know what I mean? Which will shoot these things. How would I even make...
You gotta light the bomb, which will set that on fire, maybe, and then.
No, I guess I want... How do I do this? This is fine, right? I want the lighter to go here to light this thing, I guess.
Right.
And then maybe this thing I just get out of the way. Oh, it's blocked. Okay. No, wait, that's the wrong one. I meant to do this guy. Right now, the lighter is gonna go to the bomb at least. But will it light? Oh, maybe they will light. Okay, and then this laser zap that alien in the balloon, and now we just need to get the bomb out of the way. So that it will also zap that alien in the balloon, I guess. Like this? Maybe this is good enough. I don't understand why the lighter lit up though. Just from force of gravity.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do
It's the best way to light a lighter.
Huh? I guess maybe we use the conveyor belt to have the camel push the rocket off the screen. Oh, he doesn't move the camel. He doesn't fall. He's not affected by gravity. So. But the lighter is affected by gravity. So if the lighter touches the camel, is the camel gonna like get angry and do something?
Let's find out. Maybe put them in between. Put the platform in between.
What platform? This? Like this?
Yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Well, then the lighter's not gonna move, right? So the platform has to be like underneath the lighter. But then like it doesn't light, and I still don't understand what the rule is for why does the lighter sometimes light and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why does the lighter light in some cases and doesn't light in other cases. And also like the camel is completely the camel is a trampoline. I see. Makes perfect sense. So then we launch on the ship, and then that lights the ship so it goes away or something.
Yes.
And we now just have to like play with the physics until it's all lined up perfectly. Gosh darn it.
If you hit the lighter, like just like try to turn it on, like try to open it first.
How? Like give me the
Like
concrete
touch it.
physical, like with this?
Touch it with the glove, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I mean, how am I supposed to know if that works or doesn't, right?
Yeah, well,
I can.
that's why I need you to tell me which specific action to undertake so I know what you're testing. Test redeems hydrate. Alright, thank you for the hydrate. An 8-bit
Can you
redeems...
move the alien ship at all?
No, I think I can only move things with a purple outline. Oh, but I can flip it.
Okay.
Does that make a difference? And then
I
8-bit
know.
redeem stretch. Some stretching.
Oh.
Gosh darn it. This is my general criticism and complaint about physics-based games. The fact
If
that
you
like
touch the orange bit, does anything happen?
This thing?
Like, does that give you any instruction? Yeah. Or is that just the menu?
that's the menu, yeah.
Thank you.
And resets the whole thing. My general complaint about physics-based games is that like they can be very finicky, like they're chaotic, right? They depend highly on the initial conditions. And so if you don't put things just right, they won't behave the way the puzzle author intended, necessarily. Like, I feel like this has got to be the solution, right? It's just like, we got to figure out like what precise pixel position everything needs to be to make it all work.
Maybe the camel needs to be a little higher.
Yeah. Or if we just initially bounce it, does it go straight up? It does go straight up. Okay. Come on, why won't it stop? Oh, that's... Yep, there you go.
There, you did it.
The exact pixel perfect position. So I guess this lighter's gonna fall, it's gonna ignite the spinny tank. And then we just belt everything together. Wait. But it's saying, I think what it's saying is that this can only take one thing. Is it saying that?
Yeah.
So then how is this possible at all? I guess that's the puzzle. So that will get it spinning initially. Oh, these are movable. Because they have the purple outline. Now it's possible. Okay, I see. Is that touching? Probably safer if it goes like this. Like overlapping a little bit. It's a little annoying that the grid doesn't line up perfectly so that they would... Uh-oh. Maybe I have to arrange it so that it doesn't create a bridge that they can stand on. Maybe. Is this touching? This? Apparently the top two are not touching. There we go. Why do we hate aliens in this game?
Why did we need the lighter for that one?
It causes the rocket to spin, otherwise it would not spin.
Okay.
Like that first level was an anomaly. Like the rocket should not have
Gotcha,
spun.
gotcha. You said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
It doesn't light anything, so it's...
Well, it lights a rocket.
Kind of.
Oh wait, if I wait long enough, eventually this lighter, maybe? Yeah, it does light that rocket, okay. So then, knowing that that lights that rocket, what do we do with that information?
Maybe we block the balloon...
We just like shoot the... I mean, we don't even need to bother that, right? We can just shoot him. Like... Oh no, we can't just shoot him. Or I have to line up the laser with the rocket, maybe? No. Then how the heck do we get the other rocket to spin? Oh, maybe I just belt them together, so when one spins, the other one spins as well. And then we don't need the laser at all. Yeah. I don't know if this is the intended solution. Oh, wait, there's still this guy.
Yeah, that one.
Just shoot him, I guess. There we go. I guess we're doing a chain reaction of bombs.
Yep. We did it.
We did it. Got this guy here, we got this guy here. I guess we can flip this and then we can use the fan to blow him away. But then we have to do something to bomb, maybe? To like blow up this guy? Why can't I get the other belt?
Are they already touching, maybe?
Why did the bomb stop moving? What the heck? There we go. What does this do? Is it just like a horizontal rocket? Oh,
We did it.
we did it somehow. Bomb, lighter, steel ball for some reason. What does a steel ball have to do with anything? What the heck? Also, I don't see how to do this one now, right? Because we can only link them to one. Like dropping a ball on the thing doesn't cause it to start spinning, does it? No. You just get rid of the bomb?
Maybe you knock the lighter over with the ball.
Yeah, and then they all start spinning, and then we pair them up, I guess. And the bomb is just a red herring. Oh no, there's one left.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be paired. So then we do need to do something. Maybe. No, I need to blow this guy up so he dies, like from bomb, and then everyone else gets paired up. I think. Like this. But I still need the light to like fly off so that it kills all the air guys. But this guy still needs to... How do I do that? Oh, unless... Well, I don't know this... Unless the last guy dies from a bomb. This? Oh, nice. We got it. Okay, so this guy's in a bucket. What does this do? The clothes hanger.
When it gets hit,
It opens.
it opens and let's go to the rope. Let's go to the rope.
Yeah, you're right. What about this guy? This guy needs to have his trigger pulled. I guess he needs to maybe hit
But it needs to be higher. Yeah, there you go.
the lighter. It doesn't even aim right. Gosh darn it.
Almost.
And also, once I do that, the thing no longer hits the. Oh, now it does. What the heck?
Maybe up
Oh,
higher?
maybe if I do it like this, then the lighter will use this as a platform, but
Oh,
also
yeah,
will
okay.
open.
Okay. Let's try it.
Oh, I missed. Maybe like here. Let's
Yeah,
see if
there
I
you
can
go.
shoot sooner. There we go. Yay. We're killing all the items. What is this? Oh, is this thing that pushes because of the spray bottle? Like it pushes them. So isn't it just this? Like I just drop. Oh, this thing's too big. Okay, so actually it's I gotta drop it on the tennis ball so it bounces off the freaking. But then it doesn't fall in the thingy. What the heck? So then I have to like.
That's how you use that thing.
Like bounce it the right way or some shit like that. Like what the heck?
Yep.
Come on, go up. Oh, this is the highest I can make it go. This is the highest I can make it go. Dang it. What the heck? Well, if I can't make it go higher, then I can't get the right angle that I need, right? Because it needs to go higher so that.
I think it will do it eventually. It's just being finicky.
I can't even move it horizontally when it's this high. Oh, there we go. Hang on, there is a thing. Let me full screen it. And then there's. So here's the thing, I don't know if you can see, but you see my actual mouse cursor is like, here it's in the top left corner, but then there's a hand which is somewhere else, right? And so the reason I can't move it higher is because like my mouse is hitting the top of the window. Oh, maybe that isn't the reason. There's some reason that I don't know why I can't move it up higher then. I thought it was because my mouse is leaving the window even though the hand isn't at the top of the window, but that's not the case. Maybe if I just hit the ball at a different angle. Nope. Okay, that's more promising. There we go. Okay, so rocket ships are not affected by gravity. Actually, I didn't even have... Oh, but... Oh, never mind. I didn't even have to do anything. It just solved itself. What do we do here? We need to... Oh, maybe if we drop the lighter here, then it's gonna ignite the first bomb. Kill this guy, then drop and ignite the second bomb? No, it doesn't do that. So then how do we do this? What? So the lighter doesn't ignite when it touches the bomb, but it does ignite when it touches the spinny rockets. For some reason. But then it doesn't ignite when it falls on the next bomb. What the heck? Come on, I'm trying to get at the right horizontal position so it ignites both bombs. There we go. Okay, so then what? So maybe I put it here so that it catches the alien, and then he gets knocked. So he gets knocked off by the rocket ship. Yeah, there we go. What we got here? We got this is an engine, maybe. Is it? It doesn't. It looks different. I guess it is an engine. Which I guess the only thing it could power is a fan. There's a freaking boxing kangaroo here. You could spray the lighter. How do I flip this? Can I not flip it? I guess I can't flip it. I thought surely the answer would be to send it to the kangaroo, yeah. What the heck? You telling me I can't flip this thing? Oh, that's way better. Forget the forget the spray can. Just hit it with a tennis ball, and then go zooming. But then, like, it loses. It has like no bounce. It just hits that and then drops straight down. What if I put this to ricochet? Maybe. Oh, that's not what I want to do. But maybe it works anyway. Nope, doesn't work anyway. Unless this ball rolls all the way to the clothespin and then releases the freaking balloon. It's not looking good now. Okay. What happened? It went this way. Maybe. Because we don't really need this. What if I put this here so it bounces off the thing and hits the clothespin? Oh, we did hit the clothespin, and then we are gonna... Okay, perfect. Let's go. I guess we use the fan to blow the anvil in a certain direction. Hey, Acquire Maple, how's it going? Oops. We are trying to build these machines to kill these aliens for some reason. Maybe like this. And then it's gonna go on the other town, which is a trampoline, and it's gonna land on the alien. Kill him! Yep. Rip in pieces. Fuck them aliens, exactly. How do we... Okay. We got the lighter here. That'll launch... That'll light this thing up. What do we do with a fan? It's a very symmetric puzzle, this one. Do we make it roll? I guess we have to make it roll into the... Because these engines, I think, only turn on when something bumps into them. So we do something like this, and now activate the engines. Which we then do what? Then we... Is this going the right way? Yeah, okay. So we can do something like that. Me when my puzzle's symmetrical. But then what? Then we need to light the light these lighters somehow so that they Actually, no, we don't need to do that, right? Do we? Wait, the fans don't actually make the rocket ships go anywhere. Maybe we're not close enough? No, I guess it's just not enough to make the... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably we need to blow the fan so that the lighters hit both the these guys and these guys. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then it's a simple matter of connecting the belt to both of these guys. Easy for babies. How do we kill this guy? Oh, I guess we have to use the bomb. So we got the... This is probably gonna have to dump an anvil on somebody's head. Can you use my bomb? What the heck does that even mean? Here we go. Wait, it didn't even light the bomb. What the heck? Maybe I get it closer like this. Nope, too close. Okay, then we link these two guys together, so if this guy dies, the other guy dies. But now I need to kill the alien somehow. I mean, this guy down here. Do you think if the if we spray while there's fire, it's gonna do a flamethrower thing, like in some of those movies?
Maybe.
No, it didn't work. How do we do this?
What are you doing with the ball?
The ball is landing on the machine to cause it to start spinning.
Okay.
Maybe if I do it higher. Apparently this fan's strong enough to hold the handle in place with the sheer force of the wind.
But then you need the thing to puff. Oh.
I just wanted to drop on his head and kill him. Like Looney Tunes style. Yeah, there we go. Easy for babies.
Got it.
What is this? This is another puzzle where I don't even do anything. I just press play and it solves itself.
Right.
What's this? So we gotta spray paint this guy. We got this, we got that. How does this? I guess if I drop on his head, maybe it kills him. Nope. But he likes bouncing it around. I guess I can put it on the side. Maybe I'll push him to the side. Yeah, it does. Okay. And then from there, we can conveyor belt this guy. No, we don't want that. Well, wait, so then what do I do? Oh, maybe I can block it with this so that it lands at a specific spot. Well, so much for that. But then how do I kill the other guy? Even if this lands on that guy's head.
But that's the steel ball.
Well, I was using the steel ball to knock. I guess I can put it on this side and just knocks him away, like off screen. Oh, but then now it's really not lined up to land on that guy's head. Oh, but if I wait, if I belt it like this, is it gonna keep the steel ball up there? Yep, there we go. Then lock. And hooray! Now what? I don't know how to solve this one. Too many moving parts.
Just solve it.
I said there's too many moving parts.
But just solve it.
What part of too many moving parts do you not understand? I guess you can do something like this.
Just solve it.
So like, we can get one motor going like this. Which way is it gonna go? What if I want to go the other way? Because then I can get the bomb to go over here, and then maybe it's gonna bring the bomb onto this to blow it up. Choir Maple says she's right. Just do it, man. All right, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't just get done. What? Why is it so slow? Maybe I need a slope like this. There we go. Well, I got 2 out of... Oh, and there comes back the lighter from Infinity. No, because it's throwing? What? Come on. I would never throw. Can't remember. Is it this way? Oh, that's fine. If he falls off screen, he's still dead, right? So that still works. And then... But then this is
the
going...
later comes back, so you just have to, yeah, there you
But this
go.
is gonna go the wrong way, like the
Needs to
bomb.
go the other way, yeah.
And I can make it go the other way. Can I?
I don't know. Right.
Oh, I can by using, if I use this guy. Detach. Oh, right. If I get, hang on. Detach. Oh, detach all this. If I use this guy, then I can make it go. But I need something, I need to bump into something. So maybe, can I poke it this way? Just barely. If I do this, what's gonna happen? There we go. Oh, it didn't quite hit. But if I put this here, then it's gonna. I'm abusing physics here. Like, this, I feel like this is not a bad solution to push the object out by. No, and it's not letting me anyway. Okay, but maybe we can drop the tennis ball into the bucket, which will like pull the trigger on the thing. Kind of. No.
Right.
I want it the other way. Come on. Well, maybe it'll still work.
Let's go.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, what we got here? We got this rocket, this bomb, the gun, this thing. I guess we can pull a trigger on this. And then this. Why would this even do? Why is this useful? If I shoot it, does it start spinning? Probably not, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, but why did this guy start spinning? Oh, because I guess the lighter actually touches both of them. Well, then we just do this, right? And then we're done. We don't even need the... whatever the thing was, tennis ball,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Sometimes they just add red herrings.
Well, I
Balloon
think-
herring.
I think what more likely is
herring.
they had a different solution in mind, and it just... like
Camel herring.
we did some other way.
Oh.
Come on! Oh, maybe I need the fan to blow it that way. Okay. Or is it... does it go all the way up here? Like, am I supposed to bounce it onto here?
I don't think so.
Why is this bullshit? There we go. Oh, you frick.
Oh no, that's not where we want it.
Get this guy out of here. God, no! No, so yeah, I think we do need to get this guy up here then, right? So
Yeah.
it goes like this. Oh, there we did. What's going on here? Isn't this straightforward? Oh, maybe this doesn't have enough élan vital. So, what can I tie this to? Nothing? What if I... Oops. Does it bomb a gravity? It does. Dang it, I was trying to blow up this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what if... No, that didn't work either. Gosh darn it.
I like the idea, though.
I wanted it to blow up so this guy, and then it falls down here after blowing up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe put them all the way at the end?
What the heck? What the heck? These hitboxes. What? Like it's clearly... Oh my god. How is this not falling down enough to be at the same level as... Yeah, this is bullshit. Look at this. I'm going back to the old idea. Does it actually reach 0? Like if we just sit here for hours, is it eventually gonna go off? No, it looks like it's hitting 0. I mean,
Put them in. Try the other order.
what do you mean?
The lighter first.
The lighter is first right
Lighter
now,
to-
isn't it? You want lighter to left?
Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah, but up above.
Up above what? Like I don't know what I don't understand your solution at all. Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific.
So that the balloon runs into it?
So here?
Yeah. Like the lighter pushes the bomb.
You want the lighter to
Like you
push
had the bomb first.
So
and then-
here?
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't really make a difference. Interesting.
These are the only 3 objects we can manipulate, it seems. I mean, we can flip these things, but we can't move them. And there's nothing we can tie a rope to as far as I can tell.
Maybe.
Because I want to tie a rope to the ship, so when the ship goes shoo, it brings the balloon with it.
Okay, what if you put the the bomb on the conveyor belt
Okay.
and the lighter there. Try that. What happens then? Doesn't get it all the way off.
Just like my date last night. Dang it. I don't know. I'm ready to move on to our next game. What do you think?
Sure.
We did 24-ish levels. Oops. Oh, there's you can scroll to the next page and there's 200 levels.
That's horrifying. I mean, good for them for coming up with so many levels.
And this is Contraptions 2. They even have a Contraptions. They have a Contraptions 1. They have a Contraptions 3 as well.
Yeah, those might only have one level each.
Let's see where the next game is. Oh, do we have? I don't know if we have time for this one. What about the one after it? Let me see. Okay, let's try this next one. Frip and Froop's Logical Labyrinth DX.
What's the DX for?
Usually DX is deluxe, I guess, is interpreted as.
Oh, okay.
Frip.
It started to get really windy here, so if I lose power, I apologize.
I will never forgive you.
Okay.
Wayward Thoughts Interactive. Starring Frip and Froop. Here's a psychology test for you. Which one is Frip and which one is Froop?
The first one is Frip, the second one is Froop.
Gosh darn it. I'm trying to do a Kiki and Booba test.
Yeah. I was doing the TikTok thing, or flip clop. Higher vowel in your mouth is first.
The world of tomorrow, today.
Oh, hey, Froop. Your Uncle Frip is expecting you. The elevator over there should take you right to his office at the top of the building.
Hello, Booster. Wasn't that Dr. Fripp's nephew?
Yeah.
A bit shy, is he?
Yeah, he doesn't really talk much these days, but he has his own ways of communicating. Besides, he's a smart kid. I know he'll figure himself out.
How come the red one seems kind of snooty?
Hello, my dear nephew. I've left you this recording as I'm just about to step into a meeting. I'll be back at my office shortly, but you can get started on your homework while you wait for me. Start thinking about what you'd like for dinner and...
Elevator broken, remain calm. Incoming transmission from Dr. Fripp, private
Hello?
line.
Are you there? Oh, it seems the elevator has malfunctioned and gotten you stuck on the floors containing the Frip Tech testing facility. In order for you to get out, you'll need to go through the testing center and complete a series of courses. Not to worry, it'll be fun. Off you go now.
What? This uncle seems to be very unconcerned.
Thank you for volunteering to participate in our Logical Labyrinth program. My name is Booster, and I'm the chief engineer here at Frip Laboratories. We're going to have a lot of fun today, and we're going to learn a lot too. So head on in and let's get started. First off, use the arrow keys or the WASD keys to walk.
Okay. Can I walk into the slimes, or is that bad? I cannot walk into slimes. It won't let me.
Your objective in each room is to collect all of the keys and bring them to the key node. Once you've done that, the security measures will deactivate and the door to the next area will open. Simple, right?
Sounds simple. Hey, all the slimes died.
These are Frip pushable crates. You can probably guess what can be done with those. Oh, and don't mind the goobies. They're harmless. They were originally created to be household pets, but they kind of melt holes through most fabrics, so now we use them here in the testing center.
I feel like...
And if you make a mistake, you can reset the course by pressing backspace on your keyboard.
I feel like the Z-def is wrong on this level. Like, I'm seeing this block on top of this block, but it should be underneath it, maybe? Right? Or am I... And what... Like, this is a wall that I can push through? I don't understand what's happening here. Or I can just walk through it? There's not... Is there a wall here? I don't understand what's happening. There is a wall here. Oop. Oh, I can just walk through that too, okay.
Oh, watch out for those turretrons. Walk quickly and you'll be able to avoid their attacks. Kind of a design flaw for a security measure, but sometimes I like to give people a fighting chance.
So apparently you can just walk through cylinders as well.
Science goo. That stuff is...
Oop, I died.
Frip Science goo.
What the heck?
Frip Science goo. That stuff is dangerous, so be careful. Oh, and keep your distance from those Turatrons. Remember, they'll shoot you.
Have to be at least... Wait, what? Oh, there's still a key there. So I have to be at least 3 tiles away so that they'll miss me.
Oh, that's a cyclobot. I would avoid crossing its path. Otherwise, it'll freeze you in your tracks. Then shoot you. Which would be bad.
Hang on, is there something I can do to fix the graphics? Toggle full screen? Probably not, right? That's not gonna fix it, surely.
Froop, can you hear me? Oh, good. I was able to get into the system to monitor your progress. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to shut off those pre-recorded messages, but I'm sure you can just tune them out and have fun. We'll get maintenance to get you out eventually.
Oh, crap. I didn't see that
Froop,
there's a
can you hear me?
guy there.
Oh, good. I was able to get into the system to monitor your progress. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to shut off those pre-recorded messages, but I'm sure you can just tune them out and have fun. We'll get maintenance to get you out eventually. Just sit tight.
What's going on? What's happening?
Sorry?
Said, what's going on? What's happening?
Did you miss everything or what?
Yep.
So we're like...
Sappy balls. Living balls of electricity. Needless to say, touching them would be a bad idea. Good thing they can't get past those safety tiles. In fact, nothing can except for you and FripTech pushable crates. Oh, and projectiles. So they're mostly safe.
So you're this guy. I guess you're Froop.
Yeah.
And you gotta get all the keys and then exit the room. But I feel like there's graphical issues. Like, so this person talked about safety tiles, and I'm not seeing the safety tiles. It said
there doesn't seem to be a lot of safety tiles.
Well, they, she, he, I don't know, said they can't get through the safety tiles, but you can. And I don't, like, I think we're supposed to be seeing, like, when you see the air levels, maybe you'll see.
Polarized tiles prevent you and enemies from moving against the arrows on them, utilizing special quantum magnets. But FripTech pushable crates aren't affected by them because of weird quantum entanglement stuff. It's really complicated, but Dr. Frip assures me it makes sense. And I mostly trust him.
So, like, I think we're supposed to see the arrows on this level, but we don't. And like this block, I think it's supposed to be behind this block. Like the Z buffering is wrong.
Oh, the Z buffering.
Here, can I go to a previous level? I don't know if I can. I want to show you one of the other levels we did to show you.
Labyrinth DX.
Or maybe we can see. No.
Get ready for science.
Here, let me just start a new game because we didn't get that far. Can I skip this?
Hello, test subject.
Yeah, like now this is all messed up. This part.
In our logical labyrinth program. My name is Booster, and I'm the chief engineer here at FripTech Laboratories. We're going to have a lot of fun today, and we're going to learn a lot too. So head on in and let's get started.
Like, you know, this cube's like inverted, right? Like it's supposed to be sticking out, but it looks like it's hollowed in.
That doesn't seem good.
So I think the graphics are just broken right now. And like this wall, for example, right? It's supposed to.
And the door to the next area will open.
Not look like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like the way these walls look, right? Like it just looks like a bunch of cubes that are. Like if you had a bunch of cubes laid next to each other, it would look. This wall looks correct. It would look like this. But here it doesn't look correct, right? Like if you had a bunch of cubes.
It doesn't look correct.
Yeah. But I think it's supposed to be a plain old wall. And yeah, and like for example, you see, I'm standing on a cube right now.
Okay.
And then there should be a cube right next to it here, such that this surface, like the top of the cube, is on top of this face, right? But it's not like.
Oh, and if you make a mistake,
oh,
you can
that seems bad.
by pressing backspace on your keyboard.
Getting my paint program out. So if you had like two cubes, like one in front of each other, so they would look something like this, right? Like such that this cube that I'm gonna color in red sits on top of this cube, which I'm coloring in blue. But for some reason,
excellent graphic.
Thank you. But for some reason in this game, the Z buffering is wrong, such that visually, the blue cube is visible on top of the red cube, even though the red cube, like in physical space, the red cube is in front of the blue cube, right? Like.
Oh, I see.
Like it.
Why is it called Z buffering?
This is like the Z direction. If you think this is like, if there's X and Y.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then the idea is that they have the computer keeps a buffer saying, I've already painted on this tile, so don't paint on it again. Like I've painted the red cube, so don't paint these pixels again. But it messed up, so it says, oh, I haven't painted these yet, so I'm going to paint them. So I think that's what's happening here. Like this cube is supposed to be behind this cube, but it's drawn on top of this cube. And so that makes some of the puzzles like really hard to figure out what's going on, you know? Like,
right.
Because here I thought there's a wall, but there isn't a wall.
Go that way, right? Yeah.
And then on the other level, it's like, oh yeah, and you can only go, you know, one way when you see an arrow, and then like, I don't see the arrows, so that's kind of bad, you know? That's gonna make some of the puzzles difficult to deal with.
Well, they're polarized.
And this, it's just like, again, this is an exit cube. That's just, it's, you know, but this cube is supposed to be drawn on top of that cube, but it's drawn underneath it. So then, so it looks like there's like a elevation or something like that.
Watch out for those turretrons. Walk quickly and you'll
But
be
it's
able
just
to avoid their
a
attacks.
flat floor, I think.
Kind of a design. Ah, Frip Tech Science Goo. That stuff is dangerous, so be careful.
Shoot.
Ah, Frip Tech Science Goo. That stuff is dangerous, so be careful. Oh, and keep your distance from those turretrons. Remember, they'll shoot you.
Also, this looks like it's elevated, right? But it's not. It's just the floor.
Ooh, that's a cyclobot. I would avoid crossing its path. Otherwise, it'll freeze you in your tracks. Then shoot you. Which would be bad.
And now you see this box is
feel like
drawn underneath this cylinder that's behind it. And also when I walk behind the box, I'm drawn on top of it.
I'm not convinced that letting a child wander through an area and being like, don't let that robot shoot you is the best.
Froop, can you hear me? Oh, good. I was able to get into the system to monitor your
I'm
progress.
gonna push this box to block this thing, but I don't know.
wasn't
Yeah,
able to
it's
shut
drawn
off those
underneath it, it's on top
pre-recorded
of it.
messages, but I'm sure you can just tune them out and have fun. We'll get maintenance to get you out eventually. Just sit tight.
So far, I've been able to do the puzzles because I can just sort of figure out what's like when I see a wall, I'm like, okay, let me test if there's actually a wall there or if it's just a graphical glitch, right? But at some point, it's going to be like, you know, especially when it says like you can only walk one direction on the arrows, and I can't see the arrows. That's going to make it really hard to do some of those puzzles.
A bad idea. Good thing. Polarized tiles prevent you and
So let's just try going this way, I guess.
on them. You don't.
No.
Polarized tiles prevent you and enemies from moving against the arrows on them, utilizing
Can I walk this
special
way?
quantum
No.
magnets.
This way? No.
But Frip
This way?
pushable
No.
crates aren't affected by them because of weird quantum entanglement stuff. It's really complicated, but Dr. Frip assures me it makes sense. And I mostly trust him.
Can I walk here? No. Can I walk here? Can I walk this way? Yes, I can. Okay. Then can I walk this way? Seems like it. I maybe there are no arrows. I didn't run into anything where I was like, oh, I can't walk that way. Let's see.
Do you enjoy games even when they're broken?
Oh, there must be an arrow
Can
here.
you, I guess?
Because I can't go that way. Can I enjoy? I mean, I can, I guess. Like, this game's okay. Well, or the other way to phrase it is, no, I can't, because I can't enjoy any game, because I have alexithymia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's an arrow here, because I can't go that way. But yeah, I think one can enjoy games even if they're broken.
It's true, you sometimes get puzzles that might be missing, jigsaw puzzles that might be missing some pieces.
Oh, I think, like, this is what they're supposed to look like. I think this is like one of the few ones that we can see.
Yeah, it's drawn in one of the earlier.
Oh, was it? I never saw it until now.
Not on the level, no. But when you look at like the artwork, for the game.
Oh, okay.
It shows one.
Last room of this course. Just remember everything you've learned so far, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Betrayal. I guess I made two turrets to each other. Yeah. This guy, he's on the same axis as this, I think. So I think I need to put a block here to shield myself, maybe. But then this guy. Well, maybe I don't know if I can walk through this. I don't know if this is a wall or not. No, it was a wall. So if they're dead, can I walk there? No, they still shoot. So I could do this. Yeah, I guess this is what you're supposed to do. Maybe. Can I push this further? No, I can't. Wait, so then how do I... Maybe this is not supposed to... I thought I need to push this box upwards. So now I don't know. And now I can't go back this way because I guess there's an arrow here, perhaps. But yeah, I was about to say, I think one can enjoy broken games, like in the way that, like you and I, we have fun sometimes. Like with, was it Flying Dutchman or whatever, right? We amuse ourselves in its brokenness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way of doing it. I think I'm stuck here. Yeah, I can't walk anywhere. Unless... Oh, I was wondering if it wasn't... If I was blocked... Like, I wasn't sure if there's a wall here or if there's an arrow here, then, you know, and then... Okay. But I feel like this game might be too difficult. Not being able to see arrows and walls and things like that, so we might have to stop here for this one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Froop's Logical Labyrinth DX.
Oh, this is what you're talking about.
Yep.
And look, even here, he walked from this tile to this tile, and I was like, wait, you can't do that. But you can. It just looks weird.
Oh, definitely looks weird. All right, so we'll do next week.
I guess we still got like 13 minutes.
But it's not enough time.
It is to do some more just chatting.
I guess we could learn abacus math.
Yeah, let's learn some abacus math. We set to just chatting. Just chatting. You actually want to learn abacus math, or you want to go to our list of things? My list of
You
things.
can go to your list of things.
I got notes here where I'm struggling to learn quantum field theory using AI because the AI regularly gives wrong information.
Oh no. Which AI are you using?
I'm switching back and forth between DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and Claude.
And are they all giving you wrong information?
I think so. I got this note here. Let me see. I don't know. How can I reveal it gradually so that you don't get spoilers about what the next line says? Okay. AI regularly gives wrong information. This is... Maybe I'll make the font even bigger for you, Steph. Here, this is as big as I can get.
Okay.
Oops. For example, it'll say that all particles are actually excitations in a continuous field, and then talk about the anti-commutative properties of Grassmann-valued algebra, and how that exactly models the anti-commutative properties of swapping two particles, which lead to the Fermi exclusion principle. I think this is saying, like, you can't, like, so you have different types of particles. Some are called, some are fermions, and some are, I think the other is bosons. And fermions, you can't have two particles that occupy the same location. Whereas bosons, you can. So fermions are things like electrons and protons. Like, they're matter, basically. So when you have, like, matter in one location, you can't have another particle of matter at that same location. Like, it takes up space. Whereas bosons are like more...
Are you setting up a really elaborate math joke?
Maybe. Bosons are more like forces. So like electromagnetic, the electromagnetic particle, which is a photon. Like, so you have magnets, like they're sending these photons around to, and they can be in the same spot. Two of them can be in the same spot at the same time.
Okay.
But so this is saying, I guess, like, I'm going through my notes from memory, so I might get some of this wrong, but I'm looking here. It's saying so commutative property in math is the idea that, like, if x plus y is going to be equal to y plus x, right? So we say addition is commutative. You can swap and you'll get the same answer.
Right. As is multiplication, yeah.
Yeah, but here
they're
weirdly,
saying percentages.
Yeah, that's right. But here it's saying that Grassmann-valued algebra, which is a different operate. You can take a different set of operators, right? Like you have normal algebra with plus and multiplication and addition. In graph and valued algebra, it's anti-commutative, meaning you get a different answer if you swap them. And they say that this is the right way, or I guess the right mental model that to think about Fermi exclusion principles, which is saying that you can't have two particles at the same time. So that's what the AI is telling me, right? And I'll be like, wait a minute, if fundamentally all you have is excitations in the field, then fundamentally you can't tell where one particle begins and where another one starts. And it isn't always meaningful to talk about swapping two particles. Right? Like, so I don't know if I skipped a step in my notes there, but in quantum field theory, particles are derived concepts. In the same sense of, you can say like your hand is a derived thing, and then more fundamentally they're made of atoms, right? There's quote unquote no such thing as a hand, there's just atoms, and then the atoms can be arranged in such a way so that, you know, maybe you call the organization your hand. And quantum field theory says there's no such thing as particles. There's a field, and then there could be an excitation in the field like this, and where the excitation is, where it's higher energy, you say this is where the particle is. And it's not at a point, right? Like you can think of, I think you can think of it as a probability of locating a particle at that location when you take a measurement. So like here, if you try to measure, it might say 0 basically, right? Like or very near 0. Like you check if the particle is there, and it's not. Here, if you check if the particle is there, it is very likely to be there. So you say, oh yeah, the particle's here. But here also, if you check, you might find it there. So that's the quantum fuzziness of not being able to know the exact position of the particle. I think this is my intuition, and so I'm checking it with the AI, right? You see, is this? And I'm talking with the AI. I'm saying, here's my understanding. Is it right? Is it wrong, or whatever? So at some point, it's talking about like swapping two positions of particles, and you can't do that, or something like that. Like, so you have two particles here, and if you swap them, you get a different answer or something like that. But I'm saying, like, if they're pretty close together, you might get something like this, right? And then it's like, it's hard to say, like, do you actually have two distinct particles, or you just have like one kind of particle that's smushed out around as you bring them closer and closer together like that. So that's where I was saying it's not always meaningful to talk about swapping two particles. So I have this, like, it's basically me telling you, I don't understand, right? This doesn't make sense to me. Like, what am I missing? So the AI says, you're right. We're not literally swapping particles. What we're actually swapping is measurements at two different locations. So I think it's saying like, it's trying to say like, if you do something here and then you do some, if you have a scenario where you have a particle here and a particle here, you might predict one outcome, but if you swap them, you predict a different outcome. So they're not interchangeable like that. They're not commutative. And I was saying, like, it doesn't always make sense to talk about swapping. So then now it's saying, oh no, you're not swapping the particles, you're swapping the measurement, right? So I guess it means like if you measure here, then for a particle, and you measure here for a particle, you get one outcome. But if you measure here for a particle and then you measure there for a particle, you're gonna get a different outcome.
Okay.
Is what the AI says. And then I'll say, wait a minute. If you're in practice, when you make two measurements, you're not only making them at different points in space, but also different points in time, right? Like you have to measure one particle and then you measure the other particle. And then if you use the Copenhagen interpretation for quantum physics, that's the idea that there's a wave collapse. Like when you measure something, like particles are in a superposition, then you measure something and then it collapses until you only have like one possible outcome. Like when you take the first measurement, that causes a wave collapse, which will necessarily affect the expected outcome of the second measurement. So how can you talk about swapping two measurements, right? Like if you're measuring them in a different order, you're doing a different experiment in a sense. So you should expect a different outcome, even if you could swap two particles. So what I'm basically saying is the intuition the AI is giving me doesn't prove that that you can't swap two particles. So the AI answers me. It says, you're right, but the Copenhagen interpretation is now considered naive, and most physicists prefer the decoherence interpretation, where a system is continuously leaking entanglement. So I think what the AI is saying is like, there's no, like, I'm talking, the Copenhagen is like when you make a measurement, then there's a collapse. And I think what the AI is saying is that instead, like, it's continuously collapsing in a sense, like it's continuously leaking out this collapse because all the particles are interacting with each other, right? There's like the Copenhagen interpretation puts too much emphasis on consciousness, like a conscious or a sentient observer. But you can think of like if a photon bounces off an electron, the photon quote unquote observed that electron, and this is like all the particles are continuously bouncing against each other and decohering against each other in that way.
Okay.
But this doesn't, like, my point still stands though, I feel like, right? Whether you take the Copenhagen interpret or the decoherence interpretation, you still have the problem that measurements are happening in some sequential order, and the first measurement is going to affect the outcome of the second measurement. So how can you meaningfully talk about two measurements, swapping two measurements? Like whether it's macroscopic, like humans, like looking at the particles, or whether it's a photon that bounces off this, electron and then bounces off that electron versus bouncing off the second electron, the first electron. And then it'll be like, you've run out of free tokens in your free tier. So I'll be like, well, fuck you.
Oh, no.
So that's my experience trying to learn quantum physics using AI.
Yeah.
My next notes here. Hang on, I'll just bring this over here. Font is a bit smaller. Weird mixture of sycophancy and hallucinations that make it hard to make any progress on the topic. Sort of glad that I'm knowledgeable enough to spot bullshit, but sad I'm not knowledgeable enough to actually learn what the truth is. Comparable to speaking to a college-age, overconfident male that repeats things he doesn't fully understand.
That's how it feels.
I think so. Like I get that a lot, for example, when arguing with people on Reddit or like that's how the AI, and maybe it makes sense because maybe the AI was trained on Reddit dialogue, but
probably was, yeah.
But it's like, it's telling me stuff, and I'm like, it's trying to, it acts like it knows, right? Like it says, I know quantum field theory, let me explain it to you. So I was like, okay, I don't know quantum field theory, explain it to me. So it explains it, and I'm like, your explanation doesn't make sense, or it has holes, or something doesn't work, and then it'll sort of like backpedal. Like it was constantly saying, oh, you're right, the AI, and then it tries to say something else, and that still doesn't make sense. And then like and so it's frustrating. So I'm like, how do I know anything you're telling me is true, right? Because nothing you say makes sense. Like,
yeah.
8-Bit says, how would you simplify quantum physics to someone who knows nothing about it? Can you explain 5 sentences or less using less than 50 words? I think if you're curious in learning quantum physics, you should start by being fairly comfortable with classical physics. Because I think a lot of if you're not comfortable with the concepts in classical physics, you're going to be pretty lost. So things like Newton's laws of motion, things like that. Like I that doesn't directly answer your question. I'm answering a slightly different question, right? Instead of answering what is quantum physics, I'm answering the question of how should I learn quantum physics? I don't know if you have a different response, Steph.
If you had to give like a really basic definition of it, what I would say is the strange physics of extremely small particles. That's it. That's what I would say.
Okay. One issue with that though is that it's not, because there is a misconception, and what I'm worried about is your definition might perpetuate that misconception, right? Which is that that the rules are different for small versus big, which is not the case, right? Like it's the same physics everywhere.
Yes. But okay, strange to human minds.
Yeah, you're not. I
Let's
mean,
see.
it's because it's outside of your common experience, right? In the same way that like
Counterintuitive physics.
yeah, it's things that
Most notable when looking at very small things.
right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. The thing, there's lots of things that are outside of common human experience, and so human experience gives you the wrong intuition, right? So like one of them is like, so quantum physics is one of them, but another one is relativity, right? This idea that like as you go really fast, your time slows down. That's weird to humans because you don't usually go really fast. Another one is like things like probabilities, right? Like winning the lottery or things like that. Like you don't win the lottery very often, so you might have wrong estimates of what it's, you know, of how often you would win the lottery.
Right. Well, and like it's very, very hard, no matter how much you study evolution, to not give evolution some agency, right?
Yes.
Like we just don't. Yeah. So
Although I think that's
it's counterintuitive.
that's a separate bias, though. I feel like, right? There's
Sure.
there's like a specific agency bias that humans have, and then there's a different one which is like not having experience bias. I don't know what to call that other one.
I guess that's why I'm calling it counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Because it's just like your natural intuitions will make it seem wondrous or confusing or strange or hard to understand to you.
There's also like, I'm going on a almost completely different topic now, but because you mentioned wondrous, I feel like recently I've been seeing a lot of articles where people are making things wondrous when they really shouldn't be in a way. Like, so an example, someone's talking about how like different languages have all these amazing words that describe things that, you know, that we don't have in English. Like, you know,
Sonder.
Well, Sonder is an English word, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I thought it was like German or something, but
yeah,
that's
sure,
you just see that title.
Sure, that's sort of thing, right? Where they'll say like, there's a German word for like, you know, the loneliness you feel when you see a couple walking down the street but you're holding hands or something, you know, just like whatever. And then they'll be like, but you could have an English word for that, right? It's just somebody had to make up that word in German, and someone can make up a word for that in English, and maybe, you know, it happened to have caught on in German. Maybe, I don't know. I don't speak German, so maybe if you presented that word to a German speaker, they'd be like, yeah, you know, we don't. That's not. It's like Sonder in English. Like nobody really knows that word, like, or uses it. So, but there's like, so they're acting like there's something mystical about other languages, but I don't think. I feel like that's the wrong mindset or you know, or the wrong mental model, right? There's
they're not trying to create mental models. They're trying to get likes.
Yeah, but I don't know that they, like, maybe cynically they're like, ha ha ha, I'm writing bullshit, I'm gonna, you know, to get likes. But maybe they're like, I really do believe this, and you know, here I'm a blogger, here's my thoughts, you know, stream of consciousness, here's what I'm thinking. And
I think there's a little bit of both. I think the internet has trained us.
Yeah, there's definitely like this Pavlovian, like, you know, when I write this stuff, I get likes, so I'm gonna write more of this type of stuff.
Exactly.
And maybe not even think about whether or not it's true, right? Like,
I'm gonna start thinking in those ways. Like, I'm gonna start thinking like, yeah.
And the things like, you know, like they say like the Eskimos have like 27 different words for snow or whatever. Like there's a different word for, you know, the snow you use to make igloos versus the snow that's safe to walk on or whatever. And I'm like, and again, I was like, well, you can make those words in English. Like there's nothing magical about the Eskimo language. And probably snow scientists do have those words, right?
But there are sort of some untranslatable concepts.
Well, untranslatable is a temporary state of affairs, I feel like. Because like once you allow for the possibility of just creating these words in English, right?
Not necessarily. So if you buy predictive coding theories of emotion, for example, if you don't have that way of classifying your emotional experience, you don't experience that emotion, right? It's not like you experience that emotion and you've just been waiting all this time for a word to come along, or you'll see the word and you'll immediately understand it. Like Germans have 5 different words. I think it's German that has 5 different words for anger and Russian that has 3, but it might be the other way around.
Yeah.
And like you might never really, if you weren't raised to think of that, like you don't experience anger that way. You just literally don't. Your body doesn't predict it and budget for it. So even though somebody could describe it to you, you might just never really get it.
Yeah, I have a couple comments. Some are in agreement with you, and some are in disagreement with you.
As per usual.
Well, I feel like you have the impression that I always disagree with you, but I want to emphasize now that I neither agree nor disagree with you because I don't have a conclusion. I
do not have the belief that you disagree with me all the time.
Okay.
There are lots of times we agree.
Yeah.
We just agreed on a workable, basic definition of quantum physics.
Sure.
You just agreed with me right there that we agreed about that.
Yeah, but like, get out of my head because I'm trying to remember. Like, I had lots of comments and now I'm losing them.
Right.
So, oh yeah, okay. So the thing that disagrees is that I think, like, especially in these blog articles that I'm criticizing, I guess, they have this sense of like, oh, that's the perfect word. I feel that feeling all the time, and I didn't have a word for it, and now I do. Right? Like
yes,
this loneliness.
That is how they are often written. Yes.
And I mean, and just you were explicitly saying, but it's not like you always felt that and you wish you had a word for it. But these people are claiming that is how they feel. Like they felt that way.
Yes, I think you're correct that the blog posts are written that way. They pick words that are translatable, and then they say, "Can you believe that?" You know, like it's odd, right? Because they pick a concept that could be pretty easily expressed in English, right? They just say, "You know that feeling when," and we go, "Yeah."
Well, I mean, so
right?
Usually when people say it's not translatable, what they mean is like there isn't a word for it, right? They have one word, and we have to use like 10, 15 words for that same concept.
Oh no, I thought non-translatable means like I use it to mean the concept does not translate. Like a translator could not put that idea into words that the other party will understand. It's not translatable.
I feel like that's never the case, right? Like if you're given infinite words, like you can eventually recount the entire history of of the cultural background of Japanese society, for example, and then eventually the readers can say, "Oh, I see why they feel that way," or whatever, like why this word has these connotations or whatever, right? But like it's unrealistic, right? Like and so in practice,
sure,
it's quote unquote untranslatable because you need so many words to translate it.
I mean, I suppose in a technical sense, you could be right. I don't care enough to argue about it.
Okay. But the part that is in agreement with you, so I said like I have some comments that disagree. Here's things that support your position is the whole Sapir-Whorf hypothesis thing, right? Which is like they're especially when people don't have like famously like Japanese sort of mix green and blue. They use the same word for both colors,
right?
And then when you give them a bunch of colors and you say like which colors are the same, not like exactly identically the same. But like you say group these colors, and like in English you might like group like like this color here on, and you can see my mouse cursor, and this color here is basically the same color. They're both red. Like everything in this region that's red.
Right.
These are all reds, and they might be the same. They might say like, yeah, all of this is that one color, right? Which we call IOE, which is alternatively blue or green, because in English we think of them as separate colors, but in Japanese to think, and so when in English you say, yeah, these are all red, and a different culture might say that's ridiculous, right? Like, yeah, this lower part is this, we have one word for this, and then this upper part here we have a different word for that. So there's a sense of like like I would not experience these as distinct colors, and so I could say like I would not experience these two things as distinct emotions. Both of them are anger to me, for example.
I'm going to put in, just because we're talking about it, I'm going to put in a test of where your boundary is between blue and green.
And also, isn't there? I don't know. This might be non-reputable, non-replicatable stuff, but isn't there like this stereotype that like women distinguish between more colors than men in general, or that type of thing, as well? So like the stereotype is you're going into a paint store because you want to paint your walls, right? And then the women are like, yeah, like I don't want salmon, I want lilac or whatever. And it's like, it's the same fucking color, like from the guy's perspective.
Did you do the quiz?
No, where did you send it?
To Discord.
Oh, I see now.
The chat.
Sorry, I had to scroll down to see it. I see it now. Copy link. New tab. Test your color categorization. Is my blue your blue? So like this background here, to me this is blue.
Yeah.
This is blue. This is pretty green. I think if I need like a palette cleanser, right? I think if I saw this background color out without context, I would have said it was blue. But like I was tempted to say it was green because of the previous color I saw. I guess this is green. Guess this is green. I think this is blue. Green, maybe? Greener than 55% of the population. So I guess I'm pretty median, right? That's what it's saying.
Yeah. For you, what is blue?
Turquoise. Is blue.
Okay. Yeah. I get greener than 77% of the population. I've done it a couple times and it's pretty consistent.
Okay. So that means you would label more colors to be blue on average. Like things which are ambiguous, you would say is blue.
I believe that's correct.
Okay. I guess this is a good ending point. We're about 2 hours now. 2 hours, 12 minutes.
Okay. Fantastic.
All right. Thanks, Steph. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We played a couple of games. Let me see. Did we play 2 or 3? I don't remember. Let me see. We played 2. Oh, well, I mean, we played a bit of Pixel Cross Stitch before Steph got here, but I don't want to count that. So we played Contraptions 2 today, and then we played Frip and Froop's Logical Labyrinth. A lot of fun. My regular schedule is top left corner screen every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. That's about 2 hours ago in your time zone. We have the Steph's Thursday stream where I play puzzle games, hidden object games, that sort of stuff with my co-host Stephanie. Every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, that's about 3.5 hours ago in your time zone. We have the Solo Saturday stream where I play a random game for my review queue. We got the Discord. Join the Discord for updates to the schedule and any announcements for off-schedule streams. Where's my schedule? So today's Thursday, so tomorrow, Friday, we're playing Pow Pow with Astria Rose, and then Saturday, we're playing Star Sim. So look forward to that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the Cap Raid while I look for someone to raid.